capitalism inherently isn't bad. It's more along the lines of what's fueling that capitalism. So right now, if we lived in a society where individuals lived within a community, and whenever they needed something, they cooperated. So not even in how it used to be in the farmlands, but even in the society right now, is if everybody cooperated to get the things that they needed. So if I needed to get, you know, building material for a house I need to make, I can connect with that person that needs whatever they need. They just give it to me. But they know that if they go to somebody else, they're also getting what they need. So everybody's just giving basically on what they need. Now, where the challenge happens is when there comes to the overabundance and the hoarding of resources, but not giving of the resources. So it's the individuals that are the collectors, but are the ones that are not giving back, right? So those are the ones going to create breaks in the system because they're going to be hoarding and not giving out and sharing when people need it. But everybody has to be able to share. It's not just the wealthiest, but it's also the people at the bottom. Like everybody needs to have the collaborative community type experience. And now this can work within a community of 5 or a community of 1 billion. It's obviously a little bit more complicated because you have to be able to find those individuals that have all of those skill sets or those needs. But what ends up happening is I think that some people don't actually have all of those. The information gatherers are sometimes going to be at a disadvantage because they're only providing knowledge. And so those knowledge individuals will end up being irrelevant because new technology will replace them. So the individuals that are supply people, the ones that actually have physical goods, products, and services will always be in need because you cannot replace those. So in the new business, it's going to be those individuals that have hard goods and services and not just knowledge to exchange. Unless people are trying to look for that knowledge. But how many people are looking for that knowledge? Maybe. We're all looking for it. But 2, you also have the other side of capitalism, where the fuel of isolationism and greed. So the more that we isolate ourselves away from community, the more that we'll actually need money or resources because we can't exchange. So what we'll need to do is we can no longer push for isolationism. That's personal isolationism, meaning people just living in their own homes and not communicating with their neighbors or their community, because that's going to create them a more dependence on the system. They're not giving, they're just absorbing. And if it's also in the absorbing of the overabundance or the hoarding, and if everybody does that, it's going to break the system because nobody will understand how to be in community or collaborate or work with others. So for this system to work, capitalism is what it is. We need things to survive. We can't get rid of capitalism. We just have to think about a way in which we can focus it more on the community. And even if there is abundance, still giving, but also understanding that it's about collaboration and working together.